20 quid. Fair deal. Darling,
You're a
fantastic.
gentleman.
I am a gentleman, actually, but only during the day.
There you go, my friend.
Mate, thank you so much. That's fantastic.
Every week up and down the country, Britain's automotive history gets bought, sold, auctioned and bartered.
How much is that, mate? You wouldn't take 20 for it?
No.
Was that all right for a tenner?
Oh, mate, I'll kill you.
I'm Henry Cole, and this is my best mate, Sam Lovegrove, and we're going to be touring the country looking for 24-carat junk. We're going to visit auctions, shed sales and auto jumbles,
20 quid?
25.
aiming to rummage our way to riches by buying up and restoring other people's junk and then selling it on for a tidy profit. Ahead of us, we've got a whole summer of buying and selling, but will we end up in debt or in clover? Welcome to Junk and Disorderly.
Junk and Disorderly.
Hey, well, welcome to Junk and Disorderly, the show where Jelly Bean, me and Sammy try and make some money out of auto jumbles. Here's your tea.
Last time we had a great day out at Tewkesbury, but profits-wise, it wasn't that good. We sold a lot of small items, but only made £8 in profit and got nowhere with our main item, the BSA Bantam.
Which means so far in the series, we've made just over 500. But I have to tell you, we've got quite a lot of what we call leftovers. We've got a few cans, we've got lovely tins still, and I have to tell you, mate, we've got to get rid of some of that Bantam stuff. Those cycle parts. But look, right, we've got to go and get some more stuff. Some new stock, because this is leftovers. Where are we going, I hear you cry, Sammy?
Where are we going?
Ah, that's better, Nick. We are going to the Kenley Auto Jumble in Surrey, which I'm told, there's only one word to describe it, it is a bonanza.
So chocks away, Kenley, here we come. And for once, we're early.
I do still get excited, you know, don't you?
Well, you never ever know what you're going to find. And that's what I like about being quite early.
Yep.
Because if you rock up at midday, you can absolutely guarantee if someone did open the back of their camper van, there was a Vincent Black Shadow in bits for 4 quid. You're not going to own it.
No, because someone else has before.
Yeah.
They go, oh, have a look at this Black Shadow for 4 quid. That guy, Greg, he bought it at 6 o'clock this morning, but you can have a look, Henry and Sam.
Yeah.
That's what it'd be like.
I
wouldn't it?
had exactly that plenty of times.
An hour later, we're there.
Auto jumbles come in many sizes. There's very big ones, there's big ones, there's medium ones, there's small ones, and there's Kenley. Come on.
Kenley may be tiny, but as my first girlfriend used to say, it's perfectly formed. It's £20 a pitch if you're a professional trader, 15 quid if you're a punter clearing out your shed, and £2.50 to get in. Dogs are free, and when they look like this one, who's going to argue?
Now, actually, tiny little auto jumbles like this are where the trinkets happen, right, mate?
Yeah, I mean, I'm scanning from the middle of the field and every stall looks like a belter. None of it's got cheap Chinese tools on it. And
All that kind of caper, no. Hey, look, there's trestle tables, the sun's shining, we've got coffee, and I'm with my mate.
And I'm chomping at the bit to buy something.
It's a perfect Sunday.
Come on, come on.
The first stall that I'm drawn to is this one, owned by Derek. I love all the vintage cans and jugs, but strangely enough, my first purchase is a box, which was probably knocked up last week in a Shanghai sweatshop.
You see, these little things like this, right? To me, I love them. And just a little bit of polishing up, and you never know, we might make a few quid on it. Hey, Derek, do you know what I mean? What are you going to do me for 18 quid? What is it, 18 quid?
You, Henry, a tenner.
Really?
Yeah.
Derek, you're a legend.
When it comes to bigger items, the first thing we spot is a two-wheel curio.
Can I draw your attention to that? Now, it's a Triumph, right?
I don't know. Is it a Triumph?
That's what it says.
T10 automatic.
Yeah.
Though Triumph is synonymous with fast, sporty bikes, in the 60s they also dabbled in the scooter market with the Triumph Tigress, the Tina, and this model, the T10. Today, they're real rarities.
It does look like one of these items that you never get any parts for because it's obscure enough.
Often these kind of things are made of what we call unobtainium.
For sleds on a slightly bigger scale, there's Phil's stall on the far side of the field.
Oh, blimey, now we're cutting grass, eh? OK, in the corner, nice collection of British bikes.
And here they are. A James, a Norton, a Matchless 500 and a Triumph trophy.
I love the colour of that one.
Mist green, is it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Same as the Vauxhall Viva.
He wants £8 for the Triumph and £7 for the Norton, which puts them slightly out of our range, but he might go lower on the other two.
How much is this one?
£4.5.
Oh yeah.
And the James?
£1,000.
Neither price is unreasonable, but £4,500 on the Matchless leaves us no room to make a profit. Time to take a punt.
Shabby offer of 3.5.
I couldn't, no.
No?
No.
So no giveaways there, but no big surprise.
We're just going to take him away. Okay?
Take him away,
And
drag
then
him
we'll-
away.
And then we'll
I
return.
like that one.
I know you do. Mate, thank you so much. All right.
Our bumble in the jumble takes us to several stores with nice little trinkets. And then I spot something I wish I hadn't. My mate Charlie Boreperson's book.
Carry on.
What's up with you?
I've just got to do something. You haven't seen that, right?
Before we get back into the fray, I'm starving. Toasty time?
Yeah, look, yours is a little more cooked than mine.
Oh, look, that makes a smile. Look, like that. Now, look, we need to put a smile on both our faces. We're talking Matchless here.
I like it, but it doesn't need a lot of work. There's not a lot of room for improvement.
So I think we should give him 3,750 for it.
That'd be great because I'm sure we could make 250 quid, but I got a feeling he's not going to take it. But we can give it a go.
In the run-up to the haggle of the century, Sam acquires two very Sam trinkets. A vintage bike seat.
How much is that?
To you, sir, 30.
Are you going to haggle?
Will you take 30?
I will indeed.
That was the haggle, wasn't it? Easy, eh?
And a bit of scrap metal that was once a dashboard.
How much was this?
20 quid.
Do you think it's worth something?
Oh yeah, I'm just quite excited to find it. It's Jaeger.
I prefer the orange box that it's coming.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. We'll have to
Don't ask
find
me,
out.
son. It's a little bit of rust.
Right.
Doing business. This is it.
Then, finally, we're ready for the big haggle.
Could we even think about it being about 3.7?
I'm selling it for a customer who's having to give up motorcycling, so I've got to obviously look after his interest.
Could it begin with a 3 at all?
I have spoken to him on the phone, and it would start with a 3,
Right.
but 3,999. That's with me not making a penny out of it. That's what I've got to return him back £4,000.
Can I throw a curveball in?
Yeah.
Can I offer you 4.5 with the James?
Oh, blimey, that is a curveball.
It is a curveball, isn't
Yeah. Hey, look, I think I might have to sit down.
it? I could do 4,750.
4.6 with a James?
Go on then. I'm moving stuff on.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And we are.
Moving stuff on.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
moving
Are you,
stuff
are you
on.
happy with that? Because
Yeah.
a good deal's a fair deal.
Yes.
4.6 the pair. So look, right, just a little note to self, okay? I came here this morning, right, and I thought this is a tiny little jumble. We're going to get a few trinkets, which we started off with, but we're not going to get something serious. Now we've got two serious things. So the motto of the story is, the best things come in very small packages. Come on, Liam.
Next up, a tradesman calls.
Here we go.
Oh my word.
and we escape to the sun.
This thing whizzes along.
Junk is all the lake.
Should we have a look at the Kenley Clobber?
Kenley Clobber, I like that.
Hey, look, so I think we had a result at Kenley. Very interesting note to self. When there's a small jumble, hey, don't be despondent because other people aren't there. They're probably at the bigger jumble, right?
Oh, that was the case on that day.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we've got ourselves not so much trinketry, but lots of motorcycling. Let's start, shall we, mate, with the James. Now, what do you reckon that actually is?
It's a James Captain.
Now then, obviously, what to do with that? Get it going.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, what to do with that? Get it going. Yeah.
That's my expert opinion.
Okay, great. All right. Well, shall we move on then?
Our trinket haul was rather minimal this time, but strange though it sounds, I'm quite excited about our 10 quid's worth of box.
This was made probably last Tuesday.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was a tenner. So I'm going to sand this down, I'm going to polish it, make it nice.
The biggest ticket item, of course, is the matchless.
1948 500cc overhead valve. It's your kind of slightly more budget gentleman's tourer. I mean, Matchless is a make that sort of had its audience back in the day. It was a bit more sort of civil servant than rocker.
What do we need to do? Obviously, we need to get it going,
Yeah.
and obviously, we need to ride it.
Yes, so we just need to inspect it carefully, you know, look inside the tank, see how the brakes perform, see how the engine is hot, make sure it doesn't smoke and doesn't clatter, maybe attend to some of those issues. At that point, it'll be as good as it looks, and that's a very saleable item.
Good. Very saleable item. I like the sound of that, but at the same time, Sammy, how much do you think it's worth once we've done that?
It's definitely over 4. I think it's 4,750.
Good. Okay, now I really wanted to hear that, okay. If we could get 4,750 for that, that basically means ostensibly, barring 150 quid in our favour, we've got a free James.
Or we could clear everything else we've bought at maximum money and keep a very nicely priced Matchless in the stable.
Somehow, I don't think my box that was made last Tuesday is going to make 4,600 quid with the James, but at the same time, it's worth a try. Shall we get on with things?
James was a low-cost British brand which specialised in two-strokes. Today, bikes like this go for around 1,400 quid if they're running. Task number 1, take out the plug and check for a spark.
Have you done it?
It's foul.
What does that mean? Chicken or duck?
I think grouse.
Sam cleans the plug and cranks the starter.
Oh, sparky spark, spark.
Oh, thanks
spark.
very much. So I'm just
Spark.
standing here with no use at all when I was going to get on the kickstart, and now you've done both.
Can you pass me my cup of tea?
Yeah, I
can't
can do
quite
that.
reach it from here.
There we go, mine.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, I'll hold it for you.
We're just about to give it a kick when out of the blue, I get a phone call.
Liam. Yeah, good man. How you getting on? Are you coming over?
Liam's a young dealer we've bought from before.
All right, mate. Have you got a van full of stuff? Have you? Yeah, cool, mate. Well, look, you know the postcode. Just come on in, baby. Yeah, all right, mate. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. That's Liam. You remember Liam?
Yeah, van full of clobber.
Liverpool Liam.
Yeah.
He's got a van full of clobber, mate. Just picked it up down your Bedford. Wonder if we'd be interested.
Why wouldn't we be?
Well, he says an hour and a half, so that's about 5-ish. Hey, we just got time to get this started and drink tea. Come on, Liam. He's here.
2 mugs later, the James is running and there's a liver bird on the lawn.
Mate, what are you doing in such a large van?
mate?
Good to see you, Liam. You know Sammy. Right, come on, mate.
Right, here we go.
Oh, my word. Where's it? Get up. What? He's always first.
Like a rat.
Oh, mate, so what are all these? The pumps?
Yeah, it's a big collection of pump that came from a forecourt. There's about 6 or 7. There's all stuff at the back. And we've got this early CH1 here as well.
Oh, that's nice. Has it got a top to it?
Yeah, it's in here somewhere. It's all complete. Just needs a bit of TLC to get it back to where it needs to be.
The Avery Hardall CH1 is a classic petrol pump. These go for £1,000 upwards, fully restored.
Just make
How much for the pump?
Good price to you would be 300 quid.
150?
Couldn't do that, but I tell you what, if it's cash and you just take it away straight away, I'll drop to 200 but wouldn't go any lower.
Yeah.
Right, you've got a deal.
Cheers.
Nice doing business.
Hey, look.
Lucky am, but
Yeah, good. We've got ourselves a CH1 petrol pump for 200 quid, which I think is a fair price, because much as you say it's mint, it is, and it will be, but it is seized.
Before we unseize it, there's the small matter of the matchless.
With this, it's all about just cleaning it, innit?
Yeah, cleaning it, check it over, get it running, take it for a test ride and see whether everything's okay on the road.
I love it because taking it for a test ride constitutes who's going to draw the short straw and ride it with the James. That's something, folks, we're going to get excited about later. Meantime, we're going to get this going.
Sam's got a hunch that because it hasn't been used much, the engine may be clogged with oil or wet sumped. When he drains it though, there isn't actually very much cloggage.
So unusually, there isn't any oil in the bottom of the engine.
I was going to say, that doesn't look much.
No, but there's none in the tank as well. So my guess is it's wet sumped prior to this occasion and someone hasn't bothered topping it up.
Let's hope it runs. That's the key, isn't it?
Time to oil up and kick that starter.
What do you think? How many kicks? I say 5.
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, it was nearly 3. Nearly 4. Give it another tickle. Yes! Oh, that sounds lovely.
Bit smoky. Just check
She
the oil.
runs, she runs, she runs.
When Sam checks the oil return, it's all in order.
Yep, do you want the cap back?
Yeah.
So, we've now got 2 motorcycles that go, right? What are we going to do to that to add any value?
I think the value in this one, because we're not really going to change its appearance or condition, because it's already quite a nice restoration, it's tidy enough. So I think the value is in being able to stand behind its reliability.
Okay, so look, right, we've got to decide who's going to ride the James and who's going to ride the Matchless.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you'll be able to tell everything that's wrong with this bike in a very short distance, won't you?
Are you taking the mick?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, you are. All right.
Yeah.
So don't try and think that you're going to get the test ride on this because you know better than me. I think
Yeah.
if it thuds along, it works. If it doesn't and stops, then it don't. What?
Oh, I just think it's got to be right, and there may be other riders out there with more matchless experience than yours, and you know,
Okay.
flip the coin.
Here's the competition. What colour are my glasses? If you get this wrong, you're riding the James.
Black. Wow, no black from this
I
end.
don't think they are, son. I think that's tortoiseshell. All right, you can ride the Matchless. All right, so then we are going to head out onto the highways and byways of the Cotswold countryside.
Woof! What a pair of bikes!
Hey, look, in life, some things go together really well, like fish and chips, strawberries and cream. You wouldn't think that a James and a Matchless would go together, would you? But they really do. This thing whizzes along and keeps up with the Matchless. Now, the slight issue I've got is I'm missing gears sometimes, but never mind. when she's up and running, like now, she purrs along. Sammy looks as though he's having a good time. That matchless does look beautiful, I have to say. So look, right, hopefully we're in the money. I'll tell you, the key thing though, is that we're going to have some coffee. How was it for you?
Well, how lovely to be out.
Just smashed my teeth there.
How was it for you?
How was it for you?
That was great.
Oh,
You know, it's a nice reminder, isn't it? British motorcycling. And they're quite diametrically opposite, really.
well, I was going to say, they are odd bedfellows, aren't
Yeah.
they? But we could thud along for quite a few miles together, in my view. What do you reckon?
Yeah, quite happily, I think. I mean, mine's got a good turn of speed that we haven't seen yet.
Do you know what? I don't know about yours. Mine's got a proper turn of speed, I reckon.
Has it?
Especially when I'm lying down like that. Do you know what I mean? Eh? Right, now I want to talk money.
Go on.
Okay. So now look, we bought those two for 4,600 as a pair, right?
Yep.
We've spent absolutely nothing on them.
I know, great,
Oh.
eh? A few pints of petrol.
A few pints of petrol and a
Yeah.
little bit of oil. Right, now how much do you reckon they're both worth?
I think we should be asking 1,200 for the James, 4,650 for the matchless.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Hey?
Yeah.
So that makes, if we got that, 5,850, does it?
Yeah, I mean, I think of those as starting prices. We're always going to have a bit of a beer, don't we?
It's always starting prices, isn't it? If we make a couple hundred, we'll be
Yeah,
happy.
it's fine.
Yeah, but right now we're in the
Yep.
market for over £1,000. Hey, profit.
Could be good.
Yeah, nice. Hey, look, do you think we've got enough trinketry? I mean, we've got bikes. Remember, we've got the Bantam as well, so we're going to
Yeah.
have a tripler, a massive display. Eh?
You know, we can always add new tables and buy another stall space.
But basically, we can add more trinketry, and to that end, I thought we might venture off to a little auction where there's an awful lot of cans.
Next up, we visit an amazing auction.
Go on, son.
5-5, 5-5, I'm there.
Good lad.
5-5.
And get all pumped up about our recent acquisition.
Are we ready to combobulate?
Junkie soda lake.
Okay, so look, I'm excited.
I'm more excited than you are.
I'm not so sure whether that could be possible. So welcome to HJ Pew's here in Ledbury for a little deceased estate dispersal sale. Oh, come on, mate, trinkets abound.
There's the door.
Amazingly, all 860 lots come from one private collection. There's so much stuff that they've split the auction into two halves. In one room it's engines, bikes and anything speedway related. And in the other, where we're headed, it's signs, cans, pumps and assorted ephemera.
Noel obviously had an eye for petrol cans and Petroliana, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
There are hundreds of punters here, and as Uber collector Matt tells me, rare items like these rock cans are now incredibly valuable.
Talk to me about prices. Things are going through the roof, aren't they? I mean, look, that little ROP, that Russian
That lovely
one.
Russian can. I mean, look at the picture of it. It's amazing.
That's
I think-
beautiful.
I think that a retail price on that could be as much as £2,000 just for the one can.
For disposable items.
And the colour on this can.
Yeah,
Look
that
at
is something very special.
But the real big ticket items are these amazing petrol pumps, and most of all, this little beauty.
So this one, okay, is a Wayne clock face pump, right? And I guess that is the holy grail of petrol pumps.
ROP stands for Russian Oil Products, a brand of cut-price Soviet petrol that used to be available in the UK in the 20s and 30s.
I wouldn't be surprised, right, if that petrol pump didn't go for between £5,000 and £6,000.
So checkbooks ready, it's auction time.
Without further ado, then straight on we go. Lot number 601.
Sam gets in there early, picking up a belt sander for 35 quid.
That is fantastic.
As I predicted, the really big bucks get spent on the petrol pumps, and none more so than the Rock clock face pump.
I reckon this could be 5-6 grand.
Bidding starts at £2,000,
And I'm bid £2,000 only.
but within a few minutes, it's reached nearly £4,000.
Unbelievable. This is the king of petrol pumps, though.
5,000, thank you, sir. 5,000, I'm bid.
It doesn't take long before it becomes a duel between the live bidder in the room and a rival on the internet.
1.
Go on, son.
5,500, I'm bid.
Good lad.
6,000, £6,000 I'm bid.
I told you, man. I told you. £6 grand. £6 grand. Man. I'll stick my hand up.
7,000.
7 grand.
Hammer up, I sell then at 7,500.
Round of applause.
That's your
How fantastic is that, man? He's got it in the room for 7.5 grand. Good boy. Hey, man, what a price.
Victory one, victory cannon there, £200.
And if you've ever wondered why I'm so obsessed with petrol cans, just watch this.
£300.
A Victory 2-gallon petrol can is at £920. Do you believe that? Look at it. £940 now. Could make £1 grand.
At £1,000 only then, there's my bid at like 20. 50, 1,050, 1,070. This could take all day. Internet has it. That's 1120.
That's quite incredible. 1,120 quid for a Victory petrol can. Unbelievable.
The trio of rock tins goes for £4,200.
They haven't even got any oil in them.
No, I know.
And a glass globe to sit on top of a petrol pump goes for £1 grand.
This kind of stuff, honestly, it's the antiques of the future.
As for me, I acquire 2 beef burgers for £4.50.
This is good. At least you managed to buy something.
A foam compound can for 35 quid.
No idea what foam compound is, but there you go, mate. It's got a bit bored.
And finish off by splashing out on a rather lovely sign.
I'm going to go to 300.
No, I don't.
250.
It's only aluminium.
Fill it up now, surely. 3, good man. At £300 bid.
I don't care, it's good.
Sell mine at 300.
Look at that.
Lovely, lovely, fantastic. Hey, look, I've been waiting for that. An Isle of Man sign. My spiritual home for the steam packet ferry. 300 quid. I'm chuffed. Happy days, it was worth coming.
Back at the ranch, we survey our haul. As well as the sander, Sam picked up some tools and a set of vintage wheel rims, and I got a second tin can for the princely sum of £10.
Okay, so now look, right, in total, including commissions, we spent 537 quid. Right?
Wow, that suddenly sounds like a lot when you look at the little table.
Yeah, I'll tell you why, mate, because I have taken a mega punt on this.
Ah, yeah.
Right, so here we have an Isle of Man Steam Packet Company sign, and you obviously know what Steam Packet is, don't you?
Yeah, Steam Packet is the ferry that takes you to the Isle of Man.
Absolutely.
So everyone who's ever raced there has had to travel that way with their bike.
So I'm a huge believer that that is eminently desirable. Now, including commissions, I'm not sure, but it was 300 quid.
I don't
Right.
believe you at all. Look, it's got nylon bolts. I think it was made in the 1980s.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But
I really genuinely think if you're passionate about the Isle of Man, which I am,
Yeah.
and go over there as many times as I possibly can, that thing cleaned up could at least be worth a monkey, I think. 500 sheets, happy days.
We'll clean up the tins before the jumble, but having seen those petrol pumps go for thousands at the auction, my priority now is our own little Avery Hardall. We bought it for 200 quid, but I think it could be worth a lot more.
I think that we could make nice little earner here.
yeah, there's plenty of room for profit. In that
Plenty of room.
price.
I think we could get up to 700-800 quid for it.
Yep.
If we restore it in time, which does mean we've got to restore it in 2 days.
There is a bit of a problem with that.
What do you mean by that? Don't be so defeatist straight away. Just because it's rusted solid.
That's the one. It's really rusted solid.
I know.
I've brought us an arsenal of equipment to attack it with.
I love an arsenal. Eh?
But I think we are going to have to attack it.
The first weapon in Sam's mighty arsenal is this, an oxyacetylene torch. The flame gets up to 2000 degrees C, hot enough to vaporise rust and hopefully loosen this handle.
Oh, this is the next thing, right? Shock treatment, that's what he calls it.
Yep.
10 bangs later, we have the bolt out and eventually handle off.
Look at that.
Oh, Sammy, that is iconic, mate.
It's a good start.
I mean, that is properly good, man.
Next to succumb are these distinctly rusty-looking bolts. And while Sam works on the rods holding the head in place, I move on to a smaller bit of resto.
Now, look, you may remember, apart from all the bikes, etc. he bought at Jumble, I bought that. Now, Sam don't like that, even though it cost a tenner.
No, it's a genuine antique from the middle of last week.
It was made last Tuesday. But at the same time, I think it is what they call a decorative item, which you could, obviously, put your stuff in on your workbench and it would look rather nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it quickly and give it a polish. No cost, just pass the time while he gets away with the old oxyacetylene, you know what I mean?
I'm using a palm sander with 120 grit paper, cheap and cheerful, but does the trick perfectamundo. And with the aid of a few quid's worth of beeswax and a few minutes on the mop, we have a small transformation.
I think that is now a box that is worth some decent money. Look at it, glowing in the summer evening sunshine.
It costs just a tenner, but with a fair wind, we should at least double our money.
I just really enjoyed doing it. And you know, that's half the thing, isn't it, really? If you enjoy doing it, what's it matter how long it's taken you?
Yeah.
Yeah, quality. How's your petrol pump lover?
It's getting good. I'm just cleaning up the rods. They're pretty rough, but they'll have a patina consummate with their age.
Oh, that's nice. I like a little patina consummate with my age. Have you seen my patina?
Yeah.
Next day, we take the pump into the shed.
The brass stuff's gone off to the lads down the way to polish up massive. We are going to get on with the cast iron. So in a minute, we're going to whizzy wheel all the cast iron stuff outside to get that ready for paint. And then make this lovely. And we're then in a situation, aren't we, where we can go psst, 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 can't we?
And if it ever dries, we can put it back together today.
Yeah, if it does dry. Now, obviously, the jumble is at the weekend, isn't it? Yeah. So we've really got to get this sorted out. But I think we will.
Well, we've got to hope, because I'm feeling pumped.
Take it away, Lovegrove. The base is covered in rust, which needs to be removed to create a nice smooth surface, suitable for painting. Sam whizzy wheels the rods to get them rust-free, while I polish up the handle and we get ready to do the rattle can samba.
We need some steel drums or whatever they're called.
It reminds me of that film.
A whim away, a whim what?
Cocktail.
Cocktail, do you want to I'll show you something.
Hang on, I've got one. I'll put the lid on just in case.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, that was so close, man.
The key to rattle canning is to apply several thin layers and keep the nozzle moving. A few hours later, the paint's dry and we've got brass in pocket, or to be more precise, brass in bubble wrap.
Look, in the evening light.
Yeah, lovely.
That's beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Are we ready to combobulate?
If you mean put this back together, definitely.
All right, then.
Over the next hour, it all comes together in a symphony of banging, jiggling and clinking, with a spot of licking thrown in for good measure. Sam avoids the jellyfest by disappearing into the shed to fabricate the prong that sits on top to hold the nozzle. He uses 1/4-inch steel for the base and 5/16 for the horns. Then once it's been sprayed regulation black, it takes pride of place at the top of the pump, holding the nozzle nicely in position. 2 days ago, this was a piece of rusty junk, but just look at it now.
I think at the jumble it's worth 750 quid.
Well, that's plenty of profit, plenty of room to come down to make it sell.
Yeah. I don't think we should come down from that.
Really?
These at auction, 1,200 quid.
All right, great.
Anyway, either way, we have transformed another one.
Next up, we attempt to clean up at the Stratford Auto Jumble.
Today, I feel like I'm going to be the Wolf of Wall Street.
I think I'm the puppy of Crouch End.
Junkie soda lake.
We've been building up to our biggest auto jumble yet.
Yes!
As well as the leftovers from our last 2 jumbles. We've got 4,600 quid's worth of new bikes, plus 405 quid's worth of smaller stock that we picked up at an auction and a jumble. Here's hoping we have a great day.
Hey, well, welcome to the Stratford Auto Jumble. Now, this is, I think, its first outing, the jumble here,
I
isn't
think
it?
I've had one.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, second outing.
Well, I tell you what, it's rather big.
It all takes place at Stratford Racecourse, inside the centre ring. There are around 200 stalls and thousands of punters are expected.
This, 50 quid.
Okay.
That, 75 quid.
Hey, we've never done this before.
No,
You know,
what?
like
How do you
shared
mean?
information before we open
Oh
shop.
yeah, no, you're right. Okay, yeah, no, you're right.
This is a
Okay,
new
mate, so
tack.
this is a new tack. I tell you what, today I feel like I'm going to be the Wolf of Wall Street. Right? I'm taking no deals, okay? I'm just taking what I ask for an item. All right, you got that?
I think I'm the puppy of Crouch End if you're the Wolf of Wall Street.
Time to get busy. Forget the GGs, the race is on to get our stall under starters orders.
My piece de resistance, right? Remember, we bought this for a tenner, right? And I'm going for a full 35 quid. T100 pipes. Okay, this is a box that never,
Oh, that's the good stuff.
ever
Yeah.
lets us down. That's what they call a jumbler's lot, innit?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go, mate. I feel tea coming on, don't you?
That'd be nice.
Hey? Sammy,
Yep.
another jumbler's lot.
Oh my goodness.
That's good, that's the way to do it. Lovely.
Hang on, there was one nice item in there.
Was there?
Yeah,
there
look.
used to be.
Within 10 minutes, we've got our first sale.
8.
Yeah, go on then.
That sets the pattern for the rest of the morning. I struggle with the big items, while Sam cleans up with the trinkets.
Makes an offer. Ooh.
10 quid?
Yeah, fine. They're still polishing it.
I lost my shirt on that at an auction the other day because I love the Isle of Man, so I paid 300 quid for it.
And another one.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
I've just polished it up with my bare hands.
Yeah.
I have. I promise you. I'm asking 2,750 for it, for that. You go and have a think, I'll have a think. We're just the stall that keeps on giving. Oh, there you go, a tenner. Well, I know you are top salesman at the moment. If you win today, I think in salesman's terms, yeah, you might win the spa weekend for 2.
Is that a weekend outside a spa shop?
I would prefer that than going to an actual spa for a massage, because massages scare me. I've never had one. I just don't want to be alone in a room with someone with oil. Actually, hang on. I'll spend years in a room with oil with you. But it's the right kind of oil.
And talking of oils, by lunchtime, there are around 2,000 punters enjoying the sun and shopping. There are stalls specialising in mudguards, speedometers, and even one place where they do very strange things with exhaust pipes. As for us, we've still got too much stock to breathe easy, but I've got a feeling that my luck is about to turn. First domino to fall, the Isle of Man sign.
200 would be the most I'd
What's
pay.
changed?
I'll take 200. Well, look, happy days. 200 quid.
Yes,
Well, come on
I've
then.
lost over 100 quid, but at least I've shifted it. Next, the matchless. How close to 4.6 can we get it?
We've had a bid of 4.
Have we?
I think that's a wee low.
A little bit low, yeah.
How much low?
400 quid too low?
4-1.
4,250.
4-200.
Hang on, we were shaking before you said that.
I know, I said 4, I haven't let go yet. Neither have I.
Hang on, wait a second, can I just stop you both, right?
Go on.
You're both mid-shake, right?
Yeah.
You're halfway through a deal and I'm the sandwich.
Sorry.
The meat in the sandwich.
Okay, 4-2-2-5.
All right, 4,225. Come on, shake him by the hand.
Yeah.
Great, okay.
Then, my 10 quid box.
I could give you 20 in cash.
Go on then. 20 quid. Fair deal. Darling,
You're a
fantastic.
gentleman.
I am a gentleman, actually, but only during the day.
There you go, my friend.
Mate, thank you so much. That's fantastic. Double the money.
I don't quite believe you, but it seems to be. This is the way, this is the formula. If there's something awful and unsellable, you're the man. You ever thought of doing timeshare?
Oh, fair enough. I've got a nice two-bedder in Marbella. Step this way.
And finally, just before we pack up, I get a potential buyer for the pump. We paid 200 for it and spent 80 on polishing. But what will we get?
I do want 900 quid for it.
We've spent all our money today. Well, I've spent all his money today.
I'm thinking probably around the 500 mark.
That's short of 900, but a healthy enough profit.
It's going to a really, really, really good home.
No, I understand that.
We would love it, wouldn't we?
I would do it for 600.
So not quite what I wanted, but I'm still quids in.
You have to do a
If you
counter offer
deliver it
now.
for 550, I think we'd have a deal.
Go on then. Go on then. Barbara, that's great. Honestly, thank you so much. Very European now. Just for the moment, very European.
Oh, wonderful.
Who knows what's going to happen in the future?
With the sun going down and the dying embers of the day smouldering into oblivion, there's just one question on our minds. How much have we made?
Today, I think we've come of age. And I think this lot sums it up. Now, here we go then. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
We have sold cash money £900, right?
Yep.
Which goes into the Potley, right? Now, of that £900, 330 of that was old leftovers, right?
Oh, great.
Okay?
Yep.
So what's interesting is our new stock, we got 570 quid turnover from it,
Yep.
right? For the petrol pump. And yes, you've guessed it, the wooden box, which we doubled our money on, which was 20 quid, direct cost 10. But in total, right, we have made out of that 270 quid out of the stuff we've done, but we've also got the cans left over,
Yeah.
the dashboard left over,
Yeah.
and a few other trinkets, right? So happy days, if only it was just that, but it isn't. We bought the Matchless
Yeah.
and the James for £4,600, right?
Yes. Yes.
But we've sold the Matchless to Derek for 4,225.
Yep.
Yeah, which means the James has only cost us 375 quid. That gives us a running total of profit up to now on the series of £1,118. And
Fantastic.
also we've got lovely leftovers,
Yep.
which is the James,
Yeah,
right?
nice.
Is the Bantam, yeah? And loads of other bits and bobs, but we need to buy some more trinketry, I have to tell you.
Yeah, we're selling it like hotcakes, aren't we?
That box we got from Matt
Yeah.
of all those little tins,
That just keeps going, keeps giving, doesn't it?
It's the box that keeps giving.
You think it's a £5 and it's £8, and how much have we had out of that so far? And that's what's amazing about the old stock money.
Yeah, right.
Because that is all profit now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, we've had a great rumble at Jumble today, and we are properly holding folding.